Hi friend, welcome back to my channel. I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas, and I am so glad that you're here with me, whether you're popping in during Christmas Day or you're catching this at a later date. I thank you for being here. I'm just going to do this quick little flip through, and yeah, it's Carrie from Created Me Creative. Welcome to my cozy little corner. So I have this journal. I've made it for my youngest daughter's boyfriend. He is a journaler. He's an artist, and he loves the color red. And so I found this Reader's Digest book with these two tiny little red birds up here in this kind of, I think it's supposed to be a tree with flowers down here. It's kind of abstract, but it's kind of cool too. I've added some black rickrack and some red fabric on the spine, and this little metal plate that says the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And then right here, tiny, says Chinese proverb. I've added some book corners and this brass button, and I've done my elastic closure that I absolutely adore. I got that from Kathleen at Be Again Books. And this one I've opted to keep clean with no beads because, well, I'm not sure that my daughter's boyfriend would like beads. So just cover the back of the button with the little bit of that red fabric, and I'm using another fabric in here that looks like advertising. Interestingly enough, it's all regarding antique toilets and toilet paper, and it's literally, I mean, it's such a fun fabric. Odd but fun, and so I had to include it because it has that vintage feel. I've taken the cover of the book that fell off basically when I was taking the guts out of it, and it just literally disintegrated off of the actual cover. And so I've just taken the spine and I have cleaned it up and put fabric on it and tucked it in as a bookmark and have not done much else to it. Papers that I have included in this are some from my own stash, and then a masculine kit from My Porch Prints, and I've used the ephemera from it as well. I've also tucked in some of my own ephemera. I have, anybody from Ontario or from Canada remember these? You roll your coin, and this one was for pennies, and we do not have pennies anymore. We cut them out of circulation a few years back, but I have a few of those, and because of the red, I tucked it in. I thought it went really well with the kit and the finished product of the book. So that's just in there for little giggles. I've included some music paper that I have. Actually, this one is a printable, and I printed it on the back of that scrapbook paper, and some kind of industrial looking cardstock. Just added a little tab there that's one of those cluster tabs, the fabric and paper. Lots of writing space, just little bits here and there. This here is on a piece of, it's just packaging paper really, and so I printed on both sides of that. It's got a great feel to it. Use some of the ephemera as pockets itself. I've got just a couple of Tim Holtz men. I know he should be resting his hand on something, but I didn't have anything. So I just tucked paper into this pocket. And I love the layering effect. So each paper is just a wee bit shorter. And I've got that vintage look. I've inked all the edges of the papers to give it that vintage look. And I tucked in the, I think this one was the back of the book. and it was the last page, but it's got great patina on it, natural patina, and great writing space. And with the little bit of red in there, I thought it went perfectly. So I've just tucked that in. Some ticking is what that looks like. Just printed it on the back of another one of my scrapbook papers. Just a couple of great writing space. I think if I was going to name this journal, I would call it Moment in Time, because it just plays off of the vintage feel, but it also has, you saw there back here, the clock. And there's a few of those little pieces. So yeah, I think this one's going to be called Moment in Time. And it's only 3 signatures. She's not a big one, but I'm sure that that Travis will fill it out, adding extra stuff of his own. Another vintage, authentic vintage advertisement. And this is also an authentic piece, again in the red. And just tucked it into a pocket here. Another one of those tabs that I made. And I used just the little bits of the fabric as tabs too. Not all the way up and down the journal. I didn't want it to get too frilly. But I wanted those extra pieces. This one here I didn't glue down as a pocket. I left it so it could be opened up and continue to write on. And the tab kind of indicates that it can be opened. And another one of those pieces of fabric, the advertisement fabric. This one here just looks like a little book. I love all the little bits and pieces. Some of the printables were so cool with the top hats and the bow ties and the cars. There's another one of the clocks, just like a pocket watch. And this is another piece from the original book. I put this one in because it's got all that writing space. And again, that natural patina is just amazing. And this has just got Reader's Digest condensed book written on it, and that is it. So there is lots of room for writing, drawing, whatever Travis decides to do with it. Lots of space. And our last signature, again, I tucked in another one of those coin holders. Another scrap down here. I kind of did it on each journal, came all the way down. So the first journal was up the top, the middle journal was in the middle, and the bottom journal at the, signature. There's another postcard. It's got the shaving brushes on it. And this piece here is, again, one of those fly leaves from the book. I just thought it had that extra. And another pocket watch clock there. One of those bicycles. And we got another one of the Tim Holtz guys with his puppy dog here. A couple pieces tucked in there. And just a few more sheets. I like the black rickrack. It's got that masculine feel still. I can't not decorate with fabric and such, so I wanted to just pick items that were as masculine as possible. And that is the end of the journal there. He will be receiving this as his gift, so he won't see this. I'm pretty sure he doesn't watch my videos anyway. I may not be able to post any pictures on Facebook or Instagram right away because he does follow, I think, both of them. And although he's not going to know it's his, but I don't want to ruin the surprise. So the video might go up without any extra stuff right away. Anyway, that is a moment in time. Thank you for taking a moment out of your time to be with me today. I wish you a Merry Christmas, and I will be back on Saturday with the flip through of my youngest son's girlfriend's journal, and then we will move on to something else for the new year. I haven't decided yet what we'll be doing, but there's a few ideas popping through my head. And yeah, so take care and we'll chat soon. Okay, bye-bye.